Hello, I am your host, Messed Up Fan. If you are here from Tumblr, you might be familiar with my fix. If you're here from my Discord, thank you for supporting me in this crazy journey. And if you have absolutely no idea who I am, but love to read or write or talk about fanfiction, welcome. I am so happy to have you here.
That sounded so good, but I'm not used to you speaking like that. Wow. I was like me being in a call center.
What does that mean?
That sounded really good. That sounded really good.
It felt professional. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm calling up to get an inquiry on something. So.
Okay. Anyways, let's get into the introduction of you. So, all right.
Nice.
we gotta get back into character. Hold on. With me today, I have a really very special guest. There are many names for this guest within my Discord. Maccas happens to be the one I stuck with because I refuse for it to be called. I refuse to accept that that's McDonald's. But we have here, and I didn't get what name you wanted me to call you.
No, just call me Maccas.
Just call you. Okay.
Is fine.
All right.
Yeah.
We have here one of my besties of besties, Maccas. And that's how we're going to address her today on this lovely podcast. Welcome, Maccas. Say hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Say hello.
Hello. Good day.
Maccas is definitely not Australian. We're not gonna.
No, what are you talking about?
That's crazy.
Australia's fake.
It's fake.
Australia's fake. Yeah, for sure. I don't exist.
For sure.
It's in the world's imaginary friend.
Essentially. I do sometimes wonder.
Thank you for the nice introduction. Got me blushing.
Because you're so nice to me, I do sometimes wonder if I've made you up in my mind. And then I'm just talking to myself.
I gotta treat. I'm nice to you, and I keep you humble too.
I know you say some of the craziest things, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to be attacked today, but you know what? Maybe I needed it.
I don't know. I'll see if I have it in me to come up with something.
Excuse you.
Zinger, but no.
The audacity.
It comes and goes. I'm
not asking. Nobody asked. All right. Anyways, no, I'm kidding.
So you don't want me on here? I'll leave.
Yeah. You can return the meeting room. Let me see. Get this back. Okay, there.
Just a note to your listeners that I'm terrible at this. I don't like talking about myself, so hopefully it's not an awkward listen.
It's mostly not gonna be about yourself. It's mostly gonna be about your experience with fanfiction. Because everything is fanfiction. Oh my god, I said the title. Wow. Which that happens a lot in fanfictions, but not only in fanfictions, in movies and TV shows. And it's always the most amazing thing ever. Songs even.
Yeah.
All right. So for the first question, let's see. I have a few questions on this list. Let's see where I want to go.
Okay. I feel like I'm in a hot seat. I'm nervous.
What is your go-to trope?
My go-to trope?
Yeah, for when you're reading, for fanfiction.
I think I'm a romantic at heart, so probably best friend or friend to lovers. Seeing them pine after each other and being clueless and oblivious. So that's always a fun thing to read. I think that's my go-to trope. I'm trying to think of there are any others.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, not at the moment. I'm feeling under pressure.
So not enemies to lovers, weird power dynamic balances.
I feel like,
I
yeah,
honestly
there's
don't even know
enemies
the
to
full
lovers.
list of tropes. To be real.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, but like that's the only one that's coming to me. I was
Yeah.
thinking about enemies to lovers, but I feel like that can be a hit and miss because
Yeah.
you know it's like your enemies and then suddenly your lovers. Like
I mean,
maybe like in a series, like you can
yeah.
see them progress into
Yeah.
friendship and then lovers. Then yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
100%.
Because I was going to say that I've only seen it done successfully like a very rare amount of times. Because sometimes it'll be like, oh, even if it is a series, sometimes it'll be like, I hate you. And then like the next lines, like the next few paragraphs, they're confessing their love and it's this whole thing. And I'm
I
like,
was like, how did that even happen?
yeah, I'm like, where's the journey in that?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. And from there, what fics have you ever reread? If you've ever.
Bountiful. Shout out to Noelle.
Excuse you.
That was a great read.
No, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about other fics that you've reread. And
yeah,
how many times have you reread them?
I've reread Bountiful. Like I'm terrible at remembering titles of fanfics, but like definitely some one shots of Wanda Maximoff, like the Marvel fandom. Yeah.
How many? What's one that you read like the most? Like how many times?
The most. You know,
you don't count.
I don't count, and I can't remember. You know, surprisingly, I know you say like I have a good memory of like random stuff, but with fanfics, absolutely terrible at remembering. Like, I was like, have I read this fic before? And then like I go read it, and I was like, oh, halfway through, I'm like,
you're like this suddenly. Yeah. You know what? I have.
I have, so.
Yeah, for me, I've only reread, I think it's about 3 fan fictions ever. And I've been reading fan fictions since 2014. Around the same time I started writing them. But, yeah. And so, yeah, that's about 10 years now. 10, 11. And and I've only ever reread 3 fanfics. One was a Hunger Games one. One was a Demi Lovato Selena Gomez one. And
you said that really quickly. Nobody heard that.
Nobody heard that. Yeah, that's crazy. Don't slow down. No rewinding. What was the other one? Oh, no, it was actually 2 Hunger Games ones. Because of the one I reread recently. The Katniss Everdeen is not a stalker. Because they finally finished that one.
Yeah. Hunger Games. That's what... No, is that what got you into fanfic? Or was it Demi Selena? No. We can cut that out.
No, that I found in quarantine. Because I didn't know that people shipped them. I had no idea about this whole like Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez are a thing, and then that like Taylor Swift stole Selena Gomez from Demi Lovato. I didn't find that lore out until about 2020 during the pandemic. But yeah, Hunger Games is where I started reading
Yeah, I only got into fanfic during 2020 because of lockdown.
Really?
It's like, yeah, it's only recent, so
wow.
yeah,
I don't know why I didn't
had
know
nothing
that.
to do. I'm like, I don't know, I just got into it.
That's crazy. We've been talking for like what, a year now? Those listening, I'm a terrible friend. Anyways.
No, I mean, I never really.
Maccas is clearly the bestest of the besties here. But no, that's crazy.
But yeah, back to the question. I usually reread one shots, and I don't remember the title. Like if I'm in the mood for fluff.
One shots are easier to reread.
yeah, exactly. Like quick and easy, nighttime, before bed read.
Yeah, and I can see that being like, oh, I remember that one fic. It was nice and it was short, and I can just enjoy for a moment again.
And if I want to feel pain, it's bound to fall.
I can't even like defend that because I'm trying to do something with that, and it's hurting me like going through it again. I'm like,
all I need is a happy ending, which it does. So
it does have an happy ending, but yeah, I just...
spoiler alert if you haven't read it.
Oh my god, I've never been married, so I don't know where that came from. But anyways, moving on. Experience. Sure. What are you talking about? You know I haven't been married. We're not spreading that rumor around.
Okay.
All right. Let me check my levels. Blah, blah, blah. I hope I didn't. I saw my level peak a little bit, so now I'm worried about that.
Would that be like really high pitch?
Yes. It would distort the sound because of how loud it is.
Okay.
Yeah. But the other levels are good. They're good. Let's see. I don't know if you're a commenter though. Do you comment?
Well, I usually use Tumblr. Well, that that sounded weird. Yeah, I usually use Tumblr to read. So I reblog and just put comments in the tags. Just saying, this is amazing. This is great. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So.
Okay, so I can't ask that question. Let's see another question. Well, because that one has like a follow-up, but
okay.
But yeah, you're too innocent, so
I'm a baby.
Yeah, as I'm finding out. It took me like 10 years to find out that there is a community beyond just like the whole reading and like the writers, like the people posting and the people reading. Like I didn't know that people actually communicated with the people that they were reading their stuff or whatever until like 2021, 2022. It was 2022.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Well, same time as me. When I joined you.
Yeah, but for you, it's different because that's a different timeline. It took me 10, 12 years. I don't 10 years, something like that. 9, I don't know. But like, you have a shorter span. It took you like 2 years.
But granted that you were young still at 2013, so I don't think you'd be exploring, communities or something like that. Maybe you're in school.
No, because I think about it now, being my age and then having this community with you guys being close to my age or above, and I'm like, no, 13-year-olds do not need to be socializing on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
They're scary.
They are.
Because no, I'm just, I've been talking with my mom. I'm like, you know what? If I were to have a child, they're not going on the internet. I've been on the internet. And like, you know what? I could have done without unsupervised internet access. uh,
Yeah, I won't comment on that because that would just show my age, and I don't want that.
Cause what?
Bring age up.
You won't comment on that because of your age.
It's gonna make me feel old. It's okay.
What do you mean?
Moving on.
I want to know this comment now. What do you mean it's gonna age you up by saying something?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have the internet during
during like those formative years.
Yeah, exactly. I had those like big square blocks as computers and all that.
Honestly, better off. Oh yeah, what is the celebrity or ship or like what made you want to read fanfiction? Like how'd that trigger? Other than COVID and whatever and quarantine.
This
Are you rethinking your life?
This is no. I don't know if this is going to embarrass me or.
You can go no comment if you don't.
Because of Cameron. It's like a ship between Camilla Cabello and Fergie. That's why I'm laughing. Like I didn't know about that ship until I got
while you
in lockdown, but I never really shipped them together. I don't know. There's a lot of...
While you were reading about Cameron, I was reading about Delina.
Yeah.
We were both discovering these real life fanfiction, like these fanfictions based on real life people at the same time. Yeah. That's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, I didn't think about. I didn't know that was a thing until like TikTok exposed it to me.
Like I was into Fifth Harmony when they first.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Miss Moving On.
2013 when they first formed the band on X Factor, and then I lost track, and then
Miss
like you see like a couple headlines here and there, and then yeah, I didn't realize
they're like
it was
work it video
that huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay, cool.
Yeah, I just remember them being on a Disney commercial at one point.
Yeah.
And
I just read it for the plot.
Yeah. But no, it is kind of crazy like how a lot of these people, and that's where I started thinking about, well, I won't write about people's real lives because I won't write about the actor or the musician or whatever, but it did make me consider that when people are writing fan fictions, it's not always necessarily about the actual person that they're writing about. It's about a story that they have and that they're casting this person in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the Delina fics that I've read were not really like centered around like their actual lives. It was just that was the casting for them. And by the way, I was straight back then, so it was nothing weird.
What are you talking about? You're straight now.
I'm straight now. That's crazy. Do not start these gay rumors. That's horrendous.
But for real, we're gay friendly. I don't know. It's like
yeah. Well, cause, sometimes people will be like, "Oh my god, that thing is homophobic." No. The call is coming from inside the house.
I feel like the whole recording would be us just laughing.
Yeah.
You're cut that.
I know. I talked about this with Kai, and I was like, I realized recently that when I'm writing dialogue, a lot of the times I say you laugh or Wanda laughs or so and so laughs before like their dialogue, and I'm like, damn, like who's laughing this much? And then I was like, and then I was realizing when I text, I'll be like LMAO words, lol words, haha. And I'm like, I laugh that much. And yeah, and then I
I
started
do the same too. I do the same too. Because it's just
conscious.
like that haha or the lol is just to lessen the tone.
I know, like I don't want like people to take my words too deeply, but like sometimes I'm like, no, it's kind of funnier if I don't put the haha and the lols. But then it like, no, read it. Like it doesn't sound good. It sounds like I'm going through something, and at the moment
Yeah.
I'm like laughing my head off.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, and then and then I became even more conscious of it yesterday, and I just felt like I kept laughing more than I should have, and then I was conscious of it today when I was hanging out with somebody, and I was like laughing way more than I feel like I was talking, and I'm just like, is life just as funny or what's going on?
That is a good question. But I feel like we're having a good time, so that's what
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
we're chatting,
whoever's listening
learning.
will have a good time with us. I feel if
Yeah, I
they're
hope
not
so.
laughing, we're gaslighting them into
you guys
laughing.
better have a good time. No pressure.
No pressure, but you better be anyway.
Yes.
I need to have more questions for readers. I don't know why I didn't think of more. Because I feel like not all of these are good.
What are the writers' questions?
Yeah, I'm going through those. Oh, this one is neutral. What is your favorite thing about the fanfics community?
Nothing. No. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
It's horrible. The drama. The drama and the trauma. No, I get it.
Nah. No dramas. Yeah, no drama.
Mm-hmm.
Noel. Or in the Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's great that you can have people to talk to about like different fandoms, just talk about that and make friends, and eventually talk about real life, you're talking and all that.
Yeah.
So that's ultimately making friends and relating to each other.
Yeah. And fawning over the same celebrities.
Exactly, same traumas.
And it's safer than like people fawning over like people that someone like that those two could actually date.
Yeah.
Because like we know we're not gonna end up with Elizabeth Olsen. So
I thought don't ruin my dream.
Wait, what?
What?
What'd you say?
I said don't ruin my dream, Noah.
Well,
remember,
but like we don't have but like we can like both fawn over her and like not be like go crazy jealous because one of us has her or something. Neither of us have her. And there's no way it's happening.
That is true.
But yeah, I always find that funny. Whew. Let's see.
Hopefully my answers are long enough because I'm going to be like direct.
No, you've given like
don't waffle.
Pretty like straightforward and concise answers.
Yeah, I don't waffle. I mean, like I don't know if you want me to waffle. I
don't know what that means, but
I like talk more because I suck at that. That's why I'm like the worst person to have on the podcast.
No, you're fine. You're good. You're doing great.
I don't ramble. Okay,
you're just it's making me having to look over my questions. I'm like, I don't have like questions that will trip you up into having a full conversation. No, but there's also like I'm not like building off of, so it's fine. Because brains are mushy mush. Do you have IRL friends? And do they know that you read fan fictions?
Or I do hope I have ARL friends. I mean, I call them my friends. No, I do. And they don't know. I keep this
separate.
I don't know. Yeah, separate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think it was I think with my group of friends, it wasn't like fanfic wasn't a big thing back then. So
That's
I mean, like with me getting into it in lockdown, so I don't know. It's just more a recent thing, and when I meet up with my friends, like maybe talk about work or catching up with other stuff. Not really talking about that.
I just thought about this one thing I used to do before I started telling my friends that I was reading fan fiction. It was like, oh my god, I read this one crazy thing in a story before. And like, they're like, what book was it? Oh, I can't remember the title.
I mean, sometimes stories are taboo. I feel like reading fanfic is like, ooh, you like shipping whatever.
It is a weird topic. But like again, like when I was telling people that I was like, when I finally did tell my friends I was reading fan fiction, it was like at a time where like, I mean, I was a kid and like it was just kid things. Now I feel like as an adult, like I can see that being a little different, even though many adults do read fan fiction, many adults write fan fiction. It's just like
exactly. Exactly. That's how I feel. So I think relating back to another like the previous question, this is why like this like getting into fanfic community, like you can be like anonymous. And then like talk about the fandom. Having that space to feel comfortable to talk about fanfic.
And then be able to like have that shared experience with people who enjoy it, and whereas like I was never able to convince my friends to read the Hunger Games fan fictions I was reading.
Exactly.
So it's like I mean, they weren't into Hunger Games like that. But one time one of my friends did read fan fictions, but it was always like the self inserts with some sort of band member. But yeah, I didn't and I didn't think about self insert for years, and then that's I guess where I found my niche.
Sorry,
my niche.
Your niche.
Oh, that's gonna kill me one day.
You hear back to niche. You gotta cut all that out.
Gotta cut all the niche out. And last question I'll ask before we start doing the game. What is the craziest plot you've ever read in a fan fiction?
I think from the Cameron fan, I mean, if like the listeners are into that, I think they probably know it. It's called The Stripper.
The Stripper?
Yeah, that was insane. I don't know, it blew up. Like, there's so many reads on that. I think that was on Wattpad.
Oh my gosh. No, I
are you looking it up now?
No, I mentioned the other day that I recorded, because I didn't record yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. I mentioned in one of the other episodes that I read a fan fiction called Fancy, and that was about Katniss being a stripper. So I guess there was just a time where the tropes were like strippers being sold to the person that you admire, and like the mafia tropes, gangster, whatever. Yeah,
exactly. It was like toxic.
Yeah. And so that was one of the craziest plots you've read.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think.
Who was the stripper?
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
Which one was the stripper? Were they both strippers?
I mean,
was like Camilla like she was dragged to the strip club, and what was it, Lauren?
No. I think Camilla was the stripper.
She was
Lauren was like, wasn't the mob boss, but like was
oh my
a
god,
boss or something. I think from memory, like, I mean, it's been a while since I read it. But,
oh my god.
And it was, I think Lauren went to like a strip club and saw Camilla, and then Camilla actually works, I think, as a personal assistant for Lauren or something like that. And then like Lauren didn't realize it was Camilla, and it's like insane. Like, how do you not realize
that's crazy?
The same person. And like, I've been granted that like Camilla had a mask or something like that, but it's just like
I can
they talked and all
see
that.
it.
It's just like bizarre, but like funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is crazy. The things we read. That one like triggered this memory of this one story where like PETA's mom bought Katniss for PETA because PETA was like he came from a rich family or something, and but because he had a missing leg, he just wasn't desirable enough for anybody, so she bought Katniss for him because she needed money to feed her family. And then but then it also turned out that the mom also had like this plot or like this idea that while she was meant for her son, she was also meant to like entertain guests as well.
Whoa.
And then PETA was like disgusted by this, so he and like somebody else, I don't remember if it was like his brother or like an uncle, it might have been Hamish, I don't know, but somebody else, like they helped him and Katniss go on the run. And I don't think I ever finished that story. I'm not sure if that story ever finished itself too, but I just remember that was bizarre. And then I think like at one point like Katniss found out that Prim was also selling herself, and I'm like, girly.
Damn. Like the plot ideas that people come up with, it's interesting,
amazing. The freedom that people have to be able to
yeah,
explore these ideas without with being able to be anonymous about it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But there are some good stuff out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there, but yeah, that was one of the crazier ones, but not the craziest that I've heard or read. Oh,
my mortal.
Oh my god. Kai said that they were part of like the Harry Potter fandom for a little bit, and they did read some Harry Potter fanfics, but they never heard of My Immortal, and I thought that was crazy.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing. But we still read it, even though
we finished it all. Oh my god, that was a moment in time.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think we are ready to start the game. Here we are. I forgot what I called it in the other episode. I think it was fanfiction or movie. Where I'm gonna name titles of stuff, and you have to figure out if that's the title of a fanfiction or a movie.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna do terribly, but okay.
And if it's a fanfiction, I'm gonna have you guess which fandom I pulled it from. All right. We have first.
Is there multiple choice?
For the fanfiction part, or for like the fandom?
For the fanfiction part.
No.
All right. Watch me struggle.
Yeah.
Watch me struggle.
And that's where we're gonna get the extra time.
Okay.
And you are allowed to ask questions for hints.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, all right. We have always lived in the castle. Movie or fan fiction?
What kind of title is that? I feel like it's a movie.
Yes. That is a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that? Like 90s?
Let me look it
So
up.
that's like a way back movie.
We're gonna need a
I
fact
don't know.
check. We have. Oh, it's also a book.
Ooh. Fanfic?
2018. This movie came out in 2018.
2018. Okay,
Mhm.
not the 90s. What is it about?
It has Sebastian Stan, Alexandra Daddario, Taysa. I don't know. I might have messed it up, but Formiga. I believe she's sisters of
Okay.
somebody, and she's also she's been in The Nun, American Horror Story. Sorry if I messed up her name. Don't hate me. Don't kill me. I haven't heard her name ever in my life. I know who she is though. I just haven't heard it said. All right,
It's
so
okay.
that
Names
movie is about so here's the description. The arrival of a cousin with ulterior motives threatens the claustrophobic and isolated world of two sisters and their uncle. Gross. I feared there's something wrong with the uncle. Anyway.
Moving on.
We move. Before we go, movie or fan fiction?
It sounds familiar. I think it's a movie.
It is a movie. It might be also a fan fiction title. I didn't look it up. But I'm talking about the 2014 Chris Evans movie.
I don't know why it sounds familiar. I don't think I watched it. I don't know why.
Have seen it. It's interesting. I'm trying to fact check if it's... Yeah, it's Chris Evans' directorial debut.
Oh, yeah, before we go, I've seen the trailer. Mm-hmm. That's why it's... I've never actually watched the movie. Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting.
Good movie? Should I check it out?
Yeah. I'd recommend it.
Alright. I'll add that to my watch list.
Yeah, that's Chris Evans' directorial debut. All right. Next title. Gaze of the Moon.
That's gonna be a fanfic. That's a banger title. The Gaze of the Moon.
Gaze of the Moon, and not gaze as in like gay with a Z at the end. Just regular gaze.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like G-A-Y-Z.
Yeah, it's G-A-Z-E. But yeah,
that's gonna be a fanfic.
What fandom do you think it's from? This one's actually not one I've read, so I can't give you a premise. I just was scrolling and I saw it and I was like, oh, that could be both.
So that rules out Hunger Games then, if you haven't read it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not.
I mean, is not, sorry, what were you saying?
I said it's not gaze, like G-A-Y-Z. It's G-A-Z-E.
Oh, I
was just clarifying because I did say it is a fan fiction, so it could be confused as Gaze of the Moon.
Okay, I heard gaze. I was like fanfic. Okay, gaze. Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
gotcha. I misheard. I got lucky with that then.
It's definitely a fandom I'm not part of.
Would I know this fandom?
I don't.
Do you think I would know this fandom? Is it?
I will say it's Game of Thrones adjacent.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So
I'll just give you the answer. This one.
Judge me on that.
It was House of Dragon. Yeah. I don't watch Game of Thrones. But it was a House of Dragon fan fiction. But yeah, I was just scrolling through on Tumblr. I saw that. I was like, yeah, that can throw people off. Um,
Banger title, though. It's a great
we even edited on how it could even be better. A First Goodbye.
These are great titles. It's a good job.
I know, I'm pretty jealous.
I'm gonna go with fanfic.
That is a fan fiction. Can you guess what fandom it's from?
Can you repeat the title again?
A First Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. It sounds sad.
I have no idea.
Hopefully no one dies.
I haven't read this one either.
Is it between two real life people, or is it fandom?
I will tell you, it's two characters and they're male.
From a TV show? From a movie?
From a franchise, yeah.
I have no idea. Nothing's coming to. I need more clues.
It's a Stucky fan fiction. It's Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Steve and Bucky. Yeah, that one I got from a recommenders list. I was like, oh, I've been on this list a few times. Let me just go through titles on here. And a lot of them are just too fan fiction-y. So I was like, this one is a good one.
Yeah, those are great.
Next one is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
I think that's a movie.
That is a movie.
I'm gonna go. That is a movie.
Do I know what that movie's about? No. That one is a 1996 movie with where'd he go? Well, it's got Regina King. Oh, I should watch this movie actually. Martin Lawrence and Lynn Whitefield and a whole bunch of other very talented people. That premise is ladies' man Darnell Wright, or Martin Lawrence, is used to getting his way with women. Although he is committed to marrying his longtime love, Mia, aka Regina King, he can't help himself when he meets the beautiful and standoffish Brandy, or Lynn Whitefield. Whitfield? I don't know. After betting and then trying to ditch Brandy, Darnell is in for an unpleasant surprise. The unhinged Brandy is about to not let Darnell dump her, and she will do anything to exact revenge on him and tossing her aside. Honestly, that sounds like fan fiction. How many premises have I seen of that? Anyways, next title is Alone in a Crowded Room.
I think that's a fanfic.
God damn it. You got all these points.
For real?
Yeah, it's a fan fiction.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you guess the fandom?
Is it Marvel? Or is it?
No.
TV show, franchise, movie, fandom?
Movie.
Hunger Games?
Yes. I didn't want to say franchise. How dare you? Let me find that premise of that one, because that one's a really good one. It never finished, though. It's unfinished, so if you ever find that, it's not done. Let me see it. To those who are listening, I know you're not going to look for it.
I know. This is tough.
Oh, you know what? I'm remembering there's like a few other fan fictions that I've reread, but they were all Hunger Games. So the summary is, after suffering a serious injury at the hands of his mother, Peeta begins treatment with Mrs. Everdeen. When Katniss is asked to help with his treatment, things take an unexpected turn. Actually, I think this one did finish. I think I'm mixing it up with a different story.
Go check it out.
That was a pretty good story. Let's see. Let me get my. I should have been checking these off. Because now I'm like, did I say that one? Yeah, I said that one. I said that one.
I am no help. You said it, and I have forgotten. Except Gaze of the Moon.
Did I? Except for Gaze of the Moon. Yo, I have that on my reading list. I don't even know about House of Dragon. Let's just go down this rabbit hole real quick. Did I say Secret Whispers?
No.
Okay, so is that a movie or fan fiction?
I think that's a movie.
It's a fan fiction.
It's a fanfic.
Mm-hmm. You get that one wrong.
My first incorrect answer.
Yeah.
Which fandom?
Yeah, which fandom
is it? Is it Hunger Games again?
No.
Is it the One Direction fan? Just like throwing it out there.
No. I was not a Directioner. In fact, I hated One Direction with a passion.
Scandalous. TV show? Fandom? Or from a movie?
It's a franchise.
Wait, what was that?
It's a franchise.
It's a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel.
Yes.
Stucky again.
It's Marvel. No, it's not Stucky.
Not Stucky?
No, this one.
WandaNet.
It's actually Wanda YN. The summary for this.
Yeah, that was my next one.
Is long.
Like,
I got this one because I think the person who writes this, they posted this on my birthday recently. On my 23rd birthday, they posted this. It's for the most part swap Vision with mutant YN, whose powers were enhanced by the Mind Stone embedded in her forehead, courtesy of Hydra. Takes place post Multiverse of Madness. Only instead of trying to kill America Chavez, Wanda taught the teen how to control her powers, and in doing so, learned how said powers worked herself, becoming able to copy them. With her newfound powers, Wanda searches the multiverse for her lost spouse and children. She discovers a universe where YN exists, but she and their sons do not. This aligns with her plans, allowing her to avoid dealing with another version of herself. Using her powers, Wanda intends to make YN love her in an attempt to rebuild their family. Whether she does so willingly or the Scarlet Witch makes her, both are acceptable to Wanda. That's interesting.
Sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I should probably check that one out.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I don't think I've read it.
Yeah. Well, it's new, so.
Who wrote it? You can cut this out. I don't know if you want to shout out the writer.
Well, I gotta gas up these writers. I'm just like naming all these titles, but I mean, we're not talking bad about it, so.
Okay, cool. Who wrote it?
Like if we're talking about a story, then yeah, we're gonna not mention who wrote it. Alexa Winters, Alexa, and then WYNTERS. I believe they're on my tag list, but dang, like from December 11th, they have 12 chapters for Secret Whispers posted. Am I jealous? Yes. Am I gonna gas them up? Yes.
Wonderstruck is gonna be. It's gonna be.
Okay,
like
but no, but you know how long it took me to get there. to like where I am now, like the amount of pauses, the amount of like I was supposed to this should be at chapter 20 at this point.
It's
had
okay. We write on our own time. Or you write on your own time.
But I wish I could write on a better time. All right.
But we don't know how long those chapters are. So
that's true.
That's true.
Well,
it could be like 1,000 words.
Have I said the title?
So
all
do
things...
not compare yourself to others.
We're moving on.
You do you.
We're moving on. This is getting cut. Anyways, we're at 56 minutes. I don't know how much longer you have in there. And we still have 1, 2, 3.
15 minutes. Or 11. I can't do maths and I'm under pressure. So, yeah, 11.
This is not the math podcast. Have I said the title All Things Fair?
Nope.
What do you think that is?
All Things Fair. All Things Fair. That's a movie.
Yes, that is a movie.
So what is it about? That was
this one I found on Tubi. Because I was like, if I'm going to find anything, like, obscure, like, the most random titles that are close to a fan fiction or not, I'm going to find it on Tubi. It's a foreign film, I believe. And again, I'm not trashing on these movies. It's just, like, they're not so well known that, like, if I were to be like, do you think The Hunger Games is a fan fiction or a movie?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Just no get you.
So, yeah. This one is Stig is 15 years old and lives in neutral Sweden while the rest of the world is swept up in World War II. Like many other boys in his high school, he's in love with biology teacher Viola. I'm concerned now. But unlike other boys, he secretly starts seeing her. Oh no. 15? Viola confesses to Stig that he provides her with much needed comfort since her marriage to, I don't even want to butcher that name, but I think it's like Kel with just an extra J in there. Or it could be Gel with a K in there, but...
Oh, it could be Yell.
Yell? Yeah, that, you know what? It might be Yell. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where this is from. Her marriage to Yell, a drunk, is falling apart. Their relationship grows complicated when Yell discovers their affair.
I think this is why it's on TV.
What I find interesting is that I'm pretty sure I can find a description just like this and it be a fan fiction. Because the amount of like Katniss and Peeta teacher, oh my god. The way my Delulu self almost wrote one like that.
Wanky.
This is why children can't be on the internet. Anyways. My Blueberry Nights. Fanfiction or movie?
That's an interesting title. My Blueberry Nights.
Yeah, My Blueberry Nights.
I'm gonna go with movie, but I do feel like...
How dare
it's
you?
It's a fanfic. It is a movie?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It has Jude Law.
That one caught me on the fence.
Okay, sorry. It's 2007. Jude Law, Natalie Portman, Rachel Weisz.
Damn, all the big names.
That's the only ones I can recognize. I'm very limited in what I know. All right. So after her boyfriend of 5 years breaks up with her, Elizabeth consoles herself by consuming creamy confections at a sympathetic cafe owner's, Jude Law, eatery. She sets out on a road trip, supporting herself as a waitress along the way. Elizabeth meets a host of interesting characters on her journey, including an alcoholic policeman, his unfaithful wife, Rachel Wise, and a gambler, Natalie Portman. Nora Jones is Elizabeth. Do I know who that is? I don't believe I'm familiar with her work.
Same.
But it says she's primarily a musician. Again, I found it on Tubi. So if y'all want to look up the movie. And the last, but not least, certainly not least, title we have here is The Space Between.
Space Between.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a fanfic.
How dare you? Can you like see through like do my
No, I don't know. I'm just going with my gut.
Your gut.
Gotta trust that gut, Billy.
Is very strong. It's because you have a frontal lobe.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Non-existent. Let's not argue.
Can you figure out?
They don't want to see that.
Can you figure out the fandom? Can you figure out the fandom of The Space Between?
WonderNet?
No. But you are correct in thinking it's gay.
I mean, obviously, all things gay. Not all things straight, everything's gay.
Gay rights.
Is it a Marvel?
No.
It's 100.
No. I've never read that. I never watched.
Hunger Games?
Mm-mm. Remember, Hunger Games was my straight era.
Yeah. Is it from a movie?
No.
TV show?
No.
What?
This is real people.
Real people?
Mm-hmm.
Cameron? Because why not? Why not go there?
I didn't know about your Cameron thing before.
Okay, yeah. Selena and
yes.
Demi.
Yes, this is the Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, the Delina.
Yeah, the
Delina. And their the description for this is: some things are better left undone. Some things aren't meant to be said. Unfortunately, they couldn't leave well enough alone. And that is by A Violent Emotion. And that doesn't have warning tags, but I'll give it a warning tag. There is death involved.
Is this the one that you reread multiple times?
No.
Because I know you mentioned one to me.
Yeah, it's by that same writer, and I actually mentioned this that one on the episode with Kai. That one that I've reread multiple times religiously is and that I base a lot of my stories off of is called The Beauty and the Tragedy.
That's a great title too.
Oh my god.
So many great titles.
I just saw.
How do people come up with them?
I don't know. I'm jealous every day. But I just saw a pairing that I forgot about, and it's Jade and Tori from Victorious. But oh wait, you don't know about the Nickelodeon. I found out about that ship as well during 2020, and I was still telling myself, no, it's fine. You can read this because you're straight.
The
Um,
Nile.
there's a river in Egypt. That's what I've been seeing on TikTok right now. It's not, instead of denial is a river in Egypt. They're like, have you heard of this river in Egypt?
The Nile.
But thank you for giving us your time. I know you're gonna have to go soon.
Yep.
And we're gonna celebrate later, and that's a whole nother thing. But
Yep.
thank you
Thank you
so
for having me.
much for
It's
joining
been
me on this crazy
it's been
journey.
awesome. It's been fun.
Hmm. Is there anything
Hopefully not too awkward.
you'd like to say to the audience?
Now you're putting me on the spot. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy. You gays enjoy this episode, and hopefully you tune back for some more great episodes by Noelle. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You were kind of giving
I
me...
basically did your outro for you.
I know.
I'm doing your job.
I said something so cringy yesterday. I can't remember what I said. I think it might have been like a quick like, see ya.
Toodles.
Toodles. But yeah, when you were saying that you're feeling a little overwhelmed or like on the spotlight, it reminded me of Elizabeth Olsen on The Hot Ones, where she's like looking at the cameras, not really knowing what to say, and she's like, "I'm in New York City." So I think comparatively, you did a lot better.
I was like, outro.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, this is Everything is Fanfiction, and I hope you enjoyed listening. I hope you might want to reach out and join us for an episode. Thank you guys so much, and we're out.